foremost, I want to give all the praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rachakwadash. That belongs to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Salutations, much love and respect to you, Akim, out there pushing this word out in truth and sincerity. This lesson is going to be entitled, Practice What You Preach, Don't Be a Hypocrite. Okay? And I'm going to start off with Romans, the 2nd chapter and the 17th verse. It says, Behold, thou art called a Jew, and restest in the law, and makest thy boast of the Most High, and knowest his will, and approvest the things that are more excellent, being instructed out of the law, and art confident that thou thyself art a guide of the blind, a light of them which are in darkness, an instructor of the foolish, a teacher of babes, which has the form of knowledge and of the truth in the law. Thou therefore, which teachest another, teachest thou not thyself, right? So if you're teaching somebody else, are you not teaching yourself first before you teach that individual, right? Thou that preachest a man should not steal, dost thou steal? Thou that sayest a man should not commit adultery, dost thou commit adultery? Thou that abhorrest idols, dost thou commit sacrilege? Thou that makest thy boast of the law, through breaking the law, dishonorest thou the Most High, right? Because that you doing that, right, is dishonoring the Heavenly Father, okay? It says, for the name of the Most High is blasphemed among the Gentiles through you, as it is written, right? Because what? They're going to see that your works, right? And see that you say one thing and that you do another. And that's going to basically leave a stain on the ministry, right? That's why, it speaks about don't do certain things that the ministry can be blamed. And one of those things is also being a hypocrite, because people can see how you live and say, oh, he doesn't match up to what he's preaching, so that can leave a stain on the ministry. So the Heavenly Father is not dealing with that. He's not interested in an individual like that that's willing to rebuke somebody for something, but he's not even rebuking himself. That's where it goes into judge not lest he be judged. It doesn't mean that we can't judge, right? That's not what it means. What it means is exactly what I just read. Okay. Let's go to okay. Okay. Let me go here and list. Okay, hold on. For with the same judgment. Okay, let me go to Google. Salakia. Let's go over here. And these images, this is the image of a whited sepulcher, as the Lord mentioned. The wicked scribes and Pharisees were. Didn't I write that? Anyways, this is Matthew 7:1. And it reads, Judge not, that ye be not judged. For with what judgment ye judge, ye shall be judged, right? So if you tell somebody not to do something that you're doing yourself, well, the Heavenly Father is going to definitely put you to that measuring stick. Okay, he's going to judge you with that same measuring stick. And he may not judge that individual with that measuring stick, but he'll definitely judge you because you're rebuking somebody for something that you yourself is doing. And with what measure ye meet, it shall be measured to you again. Okay? You see that? So if you, whatever measure you meet, guess what? It's going to be measured to you. So if you're judging people by doing this and that, and you're committing adultery, then you're committing adultery. Or you're a drunkard, but you're a drunkard. Right? You understand what I'm saying? So you can't do those things. You can't say those things, man. It says, and why beholdest thou the mote that is in thy brother's eye, but considerest not the beam that is in thine own eye? Right? You have to take out the beam that's in your eye before you come to rebuke your brother. Okay? Doesn't mean you can't judge. It just means you can't be an hypocrite. It says, or how wilt thou say to thy brother, let me pull out the mote out of thine eye, and behold, a beam is in thine own eye. Thou hypocrite, first cast out the beam out of thine own eye, and then thou shalt see clearly to cast out the mote out of thy brother's eye. Give not that which is holy unto the dogs, neither cast ye your pearls before swine, lest they trample them under their feet, and turn again and rend you. Right? Ask and it shall be given you, seek and ye shall find, knock and it shall be opened unto you. Right? But the point is that what? Is that you got to take out the mote out of your eye before you come to rebuke your brother. Okay? That's what Yahushua was rebuking the wicked scribes and Pharisees in Matthew 23. And the thing he kept calling them was hypocrites, man. He kept calling them hypocrites in Matthew's 23rd chapter. See? And what is a hypocrite? A hypocrite is nothing more than an actor, right? So you'll rebuke somebody, but then you yourself, you'll do the same thing that you're rebuking them for, right? This is Matthew 23 and 13. It says, but woe unto you, scribes and Pharisees, hypocrites, right? Not all scribes and Pharisees were wicked, but these were the majority of them were. And this was dealing with the wicked scribes and Pharisees. Hypocrites, for ye shut up the kingdom of heaven against men. For ye neither go in yourselves, neither suffer ye them that are entering to go in. Woe unto you, scribes and Pharisees, hypocrites, for ye devour widows' houses, and for a pretense make long prayer. Therefore ye shall receive the greater damnation, right? Because they're trying to act like they're holy, you know. But Yahushua saw right through them. That's why he kept calling them hypocrites. Let's look up this word hypocrite. Hypocrites.
Strong's G 5273. Hypocrites. Hypocrites.
Okay, hypocrites. Okay, it says one who answers an interpreter. One who answers an interpreter, an actor. See that? Right? So there's people that are acting like they're righteous. They're acting like they believe. They're acting like they're brothers, like they do this and that, but behind closed doors, they're not who they say they are, right? And if you're around them long enough, you'll see this guy's a phony, man. This guy's a complete phony, right? Right? And if you have the eye salve, you can also see it. It says a dissembler, pretender. You see that? A hypocrite. All right? So you got hypocrites and pretenders in this truth. You know what I'm saying? You got hypocrites and pretenders in this truth. Okay? And they're going to be weeded out. They're going to be weeded out. One of the things I'm very mindful of not being is a hypocrite, a pretender, you know, actor, whatever, a hypocrite. I'm very mindful of that. not telling brothers not to do this and that when me myself I'm doing it. So anything I say not to do is because I'm not doing it. I'm making a conscious effort not to do it. You know what I'm saying? I'm very mindful of that. This is pretender. It says a person who claims or aspires to a title or position. Damn. The pretender to the throne. I didn't even know that. I never heard that one before. Right? So you're trying to, you want to be something, but you're not that. You know? You're not that at all. Okay? So you got actors, you got pretenders, even in this truth. All right? Pretending themselves, feigning themselves, righteous men like those wicked spies. You know, you got people that are false brethren. Those are pretenders, man. When the scriptures speak about false brethren, those are pretenders, man. So I'll get that in a second. Let's read a little bit more, though. It says, woe unto you, scribes and Pharisees, hypocrites, for you devour widows' houses, and for a pretense make long prayer. Therefore ye shall receive the greater damnation. Woe unto you, scribes and Pharisees, like hypocrites, for ye compass sea and land to make one proselyte, and when he is made, ye make him twofold more the child of hell than yourselves. Hold on. Than yourselves. Woe unto you, ye blind guides, which say, whosoever shall swear by the temple, it is nothing, but whosoever shall swear by the gold of the temple, he is a debtor. Why? Because they're trying to pretending to be righteous. They're all about the money. They're all about wickedness and vanity, man. You see what I'm saying? So these guys ain't real, man. These guys are not real. All right. Let me go to what I was going through. So we can't be like that. If a person's like that, he can't help it because he's just not of the elect. He's a demon. All right. This is 2 Corinthians. I'll start at Galatians 2. Let's do Galatians 2. This is Galatians 2. I'll start at verse 4. It says, and that because of false brethren, unawares brought in, who came in privily to spy out our liberty, which we have in Hamashiach Yahawashi. So you got certain brothers that's coming into this thing, or certain ninjas that are coming into this thing, pretending to be brothers, right, to spy out our liberty, okay, so that they can accuse, right, or they're working for the Esau and whatever the case may be, right, or they're just false brethren and they're just here for a time and then they're gone, you know, that they might bring us into bondage, to whom we gave place by subjection, right? To whom we gave place by subjection, no, not for an hour, that the truth of the gospel might continue with you. Let's read this in the NLT. It says, even that came up only because of some so-called Christians there, or the followers of Yahawashi. That's what it should say. False ones, right? Pretenders who were secretly brought in. They sneaked in to spy on us and take away the freedom we have in Hamashiach Yahawashi. They wanted to enslave us and force us to follow their Israelite regulations. Okay, in other words, they're trying to accuse them based upon the law, right? But they themselves were not keeping the law perfectly. So this is the whole thing, man. not being a hypocrite, not saying one thing and doing another, not putting burdens on brothers that you yourself wouldn't do. You know, it's very important, man. Okay. So, anyways, it's just a quick lesson I wanted to put out there in the atmosphere. So, with that, Lord willing, this was edifying to the elect, and I'll say shalom.